Joe. I play Joe in the 2020 YouTube Olympic promo. Thank you for watching the commentary. And my guests.
I'm Brian. I was the cameraman and editor for this project. Thank you for watching.
I'm Noah. I don't think I was in this. I wasn't in this one, but I was the contestant. I was the second.
You called me.
I did call you. Yeah, I was the second contestant in this.
Noah has his own promo.
You'll see it.
And I am Adam, or Big Norv, whether you like it or not. And I played the host and sometimes the cameraman.
And the sleeping drunk guy.
And the sleeping drunk guy.
Yeah.
I am the Easter egg in multiple.
Yes.
That's been a thing
It's
since
been
like
a thing since the YouTube Olympics that I'm always just an Easter egg in some. I play all the extras.
This was basically my promo for the 2020 YouTube Olympics, and you're about to watch that.
So
Are you sure?
it's gonna start.
Is it playing?
Give it a second.
Are you sure? Okay.
Dude, I love that. I asked my mom to buy me a body pillow, and she came home with a mermaid one.
So
Which I think matches your personality so well.
It does.
It's,
But
it's a comfy pillow.
the amount of takes that this took.
Yeah, we did take a lot of takes.
Well, I mean,
We
that's
did,
also
yeah.
the way Brian likes to film. It's just multiple takes. And of course,
oh yeah,
the pizzeria.
Yeah, I should say that Brian put me in charge of writing my promo. Okay, so I wrote my whole promo, and I was the director of the day, air quotes, and Brian hated every second of it.
Especially
Not every second.
one
Especially
specific
one
part.
No. Not every second of it. Just the one part.
Just the one. No, he was fine with everything else. It was just the one part.
A specific 1 minute and 10 second take.
So I wrote my promo, and I was basically just ordering the boys around for a whole day. This took a while. We
took
met
all
up
day.
in the morning,
Yeah,
and
this took
we
a bit.
filmed it it took like
2-3 hours.
Yeah, it took a while.
It took a while because I mean everything was. We filmed in such a backwards order because this wasn't the first thing we filmed.
The first thing we filmed was.
I think the first thing we filmed was the thing that Brian hated the most.
It was
no,
nice.
we
We did
one
film
of the
it.
events was the first thing we filmed.
We did film this in order.
We did.
Wait, are we talking about like
I'm
I'm talking about like
Actually,
the
I'm
overall
talking-
like series.
project.
Oh no, I was
talking.
talking about the scene progression in this.
Oh no, we filmed this in complete order.
Yeah.
Typically, you shoot out of order to make more sense.
Yeah, you
but-
you film the most difficult stuff first.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this thing, it was so straightforward because basically my promo is me getting the alert that I'm part of the YouTube Olympics and I need to get to the stadium. So it just made sense for us to film that in order.
Yeah, I could have sworn I thought we filmed an event first before everything.
Yeah,
else.
I think we did.
Because
I really think
then
we
we
did.
didn't rent. I don't forget we didn't like call anybody to rent something out.
No.
We didn't
No.
require a space. This
No.
Olympics, did we?
No.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, that's what I kind of
So,
figured.
Let's
Let's continue. Shout out to the Spider-Man pizza pie.
ringtone that Ryan put me at.
Which makes sense.
Because it fits. It fits.
This is my bedroom in case any women or men would like to see.
I think they could figure that out.
Like the amount of times he fell out of bed.
Yeah, I did. I abused my body for this.
And here's the good
And
old.
here's awkward Andy.
here's awkward Andy
And I'm
making
sure
making
if
a-
you're on my channel, you know what awkward Andy is.
Making his
I
little
had to throw
cameo.
awkward Andy in there because he needed a.
He needed a cameo.
He needed a cameo.
Why?
I,
Dude,
can't,
he's
I couldn't play awkward Andy at that point.
He was awkward on camera, dude.
I know exactly. Yeah. You remember after when? No, you can continue playing it.
Oh.
You remember when I was putting my shoes on and the take where I went down?
Oh, you just went.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you sniffed it.
Just sniffed it, and like
I
wish you
love
kept
this
that in.
shirt,
Brian was so like amused about how fast he went down, sniffed the shoe, and went right back up. It's like
it happened so
it's right
fast.
here.
One of
And then-
these takes, I like dropped to the floor, sniffed my shoes, and got back up.
And it happened so fast.
All right, this is
here
the
it
bit
comes.
that Brian initially cut out of the video, and
I didn't cut it completely out. I put like maybe 5 seconds of it in.
Yeah.
So basically, Joe in this universe,
You can play it because we're gonna have to wait.
yeah,
for a
yeah,
bit.
exactly. The whole bit is that I made an entire cup of coffee and just sat there while the whole cup of coffee was being made, and Brian fucking couldn't stand it, and he cut this like pretty much all out of the episode.
Yeah.
And when he showed me the episode, I was like, nope, I don't want to do it unless the whole thing is in it.
And Brian
I
was-
fucking demanded
Because
Brian
it
was
doesn't the
video.
bit doesn't sell if it's short.
Exactly.
That's the thing. That's what we were trying to get across to Brian. Like Brian, the reason that it's so long is because of the bit right after it.
Yeah, and you'll see that exactly.
And
dude, I gotta say though, Brian, the amount of people that saw this and gave me feedback on it said this was the funniest part of the video.
Really?
Yeah, because it's the bit. You wait so long for this cup of coffee.
And then the poor guy takes a sip
and then dumps it out.
Also, like the first time Brian didn't like blur out some shit, so I had to go
blur out that address on that postage thing. And like, I remember when we were filming it, you guys were just standing there being quiet, like.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
you guys knew what I was doing.
No, I knew exactly what he was doing.
Noah and Adam were just like
we were
sitting on the couch.
Oh, yeah, we were sitting on the couch and like chairs while we were just fucking around. like that. Like that's it. Like that's the bit
right there. The
like,
stretching sound.
Oh my god!
Cat.
Oh,
the amount
Wait, did that shot take forever?
Yeah, because your cat kept like fucking batting the fucking ball out of the way.
It kept on batting the ball, and plus it took forever for just to put it straight.
To make it in.
So the thing was that Bahama came out, like we were doing this putting, and Bahama wasn't there at first.
Which is my cat.
Which is the cat.
The cat in the corner.
So we'd be putting it, and then slowly I see Bahama start coming out and seeing the ball. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna see what happens.
She was so fucking
and then the ball comes up there. I'm like, I knew it's gonna happen. She just bats the shit out of
we
the
had
way.
one take that it was going in, and then Bahama went psych, swatted it away.
I totally remember.
She fucking smacked it.
Yeah, I love that like quick key grab.
So this was interesting to shoot because the whip pan was, I think this was kind of like shot on a whim. I think this was my idea.
I think
The
it
whip
was
pan?
your idea.
It was your idea.
Because originally it was just a picture of him just running fast. Like, why was it just be funny enough just to whip pan it and have
he's
him
already
over there?
Yo, pause it. Yo, so that whip pan, everybody who saw that gave me feedback was like, how the fuck did you run that fast? They were so convinced that it was real. And I was like, no, I had to explain to them that it was an effect. And this cat jump here.
You did this like literally 5 times,
Yeah.
and you were fucking wiped out.
Everybody said that they were like so impressed with how high I just fucking
contrary
cat jumped.
to popular belief, even though he doesn't look it, Joe is super athletic for
what he does.
Like if you'll see in this thing, like the shit that he pulls off, like jumping over here, climbing up this fence and jumping down, he does that at least like you said, like 6 or 7 times, and it's the same height, same everything every time, and it's the same thing in the opening sequence. Like
when you do the front
flip over the fence, and like the amount of running and shit. Like me and Noah were standing back, was like, he's rather athletic.
Yeah, we're like, dude, like we get the shot, but like every time, like the one time, we'll come later, it'll show, but like you would forget your like turning cue.
Oh, yeah.
So you would just keep going forward, and then Adam was going turn.
In the very,
Alright, so play it.
Play it. We'll get to it.
So let's watch it real quick. Which actually hurt. This is where I filmed the Today We Learn episodes.
Yeah.
Alright, so right here, I'm running, and you see me take a quick turn into the grass. Alright, so pause it, Noah. So what happened is I kept running straight, and to keep the like continuity, I had to turn right and run into the grass.
Mm-hmm. Because that's where this playground is.
So Adam was on the sidelines yelling, to the grass, to the grass, to the grass, to the grass.
Because like as soon as he got down, I saw in his eyes, he's like, I'm just gonna run straight. I go, this motherfucker, no matter how many times we tell him, like, turn into the grass, he gets into that mood where he's just gonna run fucking straight and forgets everything.
Which I did.
So sometimes
that's why I took a sudden turn.
Yeah, so you can hear
you can slightly hear
it.
It's very
No, I removed it.
I've still heard it.
Play it. Let me see if I can.
I don't think you can hear it anymore because I played it back a lot of times.
I feel like I heard it. Maybe let's see.
I can't hear it.
No, it's
I
not.
heard.
Yeah, because I removed it.
Yeah.
This is the one where I tripped right here. I think I trip over it.
No,
there was one take you had.
This is the first.
It was the first take.
Yeah, I tripped and borderline flipped.
So go back a little bit to when he jumps over the slide. So the first take, Joe like barely jumped. He jumped enough to get over it, but he would always like hit his foot. Like there, he would have hit his foot on the slide, and he tripped and rolled a little bit. then did the same thing over the thing. This is once again where like Joe is scary athletic.
Yeah, for no reason.
For no reason. He did this at least 2 or 3 times, and it was different every time. Like he jumped over that, hit the rail, rolled over that, and then did this.
So the pause it for just that shot.
This is
a really good shot.
This is the most dramatic shot I've ever seen for something that's so little.
What I found funny when I was like kind of directing myself as I was telling you guys what I was doing, I was like, all right, first I'm gonna run and jump over this 20-foot fence. Then I'm gonna run through the playground, jump over the thing, and jump over the bench and jump down the hill. And you guys were like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I abused my fucking body for this video.
Oh, you did.
Right here, you'll see me just run and jump as far as I could and tumble down the grass.
So contrary to popular belief, this hill isn't as steep as it is.
It's not.
So
as
you would
steep
jump
at
down.
all.
He would jump down it and not even roll. He would jump down and it would.
And
he would just stay.
I wouldn't roll. So I literally had. You'll see me just like throw myself, and I must have did this shot like fucking 50 times. You can see me just like tumbling myself.
Yeah, and then me and Noah are in that gazebo right in the back.
Yeah,
there's
There
me.
it is.
Actually, in that last sequence,
All right, stop.
of shots, go back. When Joe's running up towards the hill, I believe, I want to say at least 80% of it is Foley because we had, remember we had issues with the microphone.
Forgot about
Yeah, your
that.
And
mic
it
had
had
like some
like there was
staticky.
like a static noise that
The
kept
road
happening.
mic that
The road mic,
we
yeah,
had
yeah,
plugged
yeah.
into the mic. or
Into the camera.
was like shitty for some reason.
I know.
It was there was like
Something
a
happened to it.
static sound.
It was
So-
weird though. It like happened in the middle of the shoot.
I
Like
remember we were devastated because it was right here when we figured it out,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember we were contemplating on going back and reshooting everything.
yeah.
And we had already filmed for like an hour and a half.
But I all I did was just like remove the parts where that static was happening, and I just did Foley for it.
Yeah. Dude, my body was so sore.
Oh my god. Yeah. I remember the
Yeah.
next day you're like, dude, I'm so sore. I'm like, we gotta shoot still.
That's
So that
Chris
was
Farley
that was a
reference right
that was a dub. That was a voiceover.
That was a
voice
voiceover.
dub.
Yeah,
It was.
It's
Didn't
I
we-
can't remember what video or what Chris Farley movie it is. It's either Tommy
Wasn't it? Was
Boy
I
or
think it was.
Black Sheep.
I think it was Tommy Boy.
It might have been
was.
Tommy Boy.
I think
but
it
there's
was,
this-
yeah.
Oh, it is Tommy Boy in the beginning, and Chris Farley walks past these ladies and he goes, "Hey, how are you?" And you can like totally tell it's voiceover, which makes it way funnier because it's like cheap and it
Yeah.
doesn't look good. At
I
all.
think we also shot your dub in the middle of the street
We
right
did.
there.
Yeah, we did.
right
It
there.
We shot in
Yeah.
the middle of the street. It's just him going, "Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Hey, how are you? Hey, how are
I
you?"
forgot about that.
He
yeah.
just did like
But
maybe
this
like
part wasn't
10.
even written in the script.
I don't even know.
I came up with this on the spot because I wanted to put a Chris Farley.
But like
reference in
also
there.
I
Fuck, I left those bands
just
in
thought
North
I just thought
Carolina.
about why did
Shit.
we shoot that dub in the middle of the street when the sidewalk was right there?
I don't
I don't
we
know
just
why.
kept standing there. We're like, we got time.
Yeah.
I was like, "There's
How
no
are
cars coming. We're going for it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it."
It was just where we were standing at that particular moment.
I just had the camera in my hands, and I just like got the microphone close to Joe's mouth, and then
Yeah.
like literally just recorded it right
Hey,
then
how
and
are
there.
you?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
And then this was not in the script.
This was not in the script, but I wanted it to be the most like obscure thing. Like
Yeah.
Joe, like this. There's obviously ways around this, but make it the most difficult thing to get. Like, just you have to go over this.
Oh yeah, and
Like
there's,
going around it is not an option.
there's
you
a
I
have
remember
to go
the
around
first
it.
time I did it, I remember you guys laughed so
Because
hard
legit
when the
you
camera stopped.
because the first take obviously wasn't the first take. The first take you legit went over and around it.
Yeah, you
At
like
least
Yeah,
three
Oh,
times.
you were like
yeah.
a fucking snake, like slithering through it.
like I went through it and over it and
Yeah.
through it and
Yeah,
over it
you
and
did
then
that at
around
least
it.
like 3 or 4 times, and then
And-
you ran out.
that was a nice little sign there. I forgot. Like we shot this like a month after the pandemic started, or whatever.
No,
2
wait,
months.
Wait,
we probably filmed this.
We started filming in May.
Everything shut down.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We started filming in
yeah,
May.
So
2
I
months,
forgot
yeah.
everything.
So,
That's
yeah,
why
2
the,
months.
the playground had that construction.
Had the
wire around
construction
it.
wire around it.
And there's the
this is why these
notices
signs
too,
are
yeah.
up.
And this, I remember Brian laughing so hard at me saying,
Prohibited.
Because you're so like
I was just like ad-libbing the whole time.
He would choose a different word every take.
yeah.
I remember I didn't have nothing in the script was written past the playground, so this was all.
Oh, improv.
This was all at the top of my head.
Because we knew we had to end at
Yeah.
the stadium somehow.
Yeah. So that was my promo.
That was Joe's
I'm
promo.
very proud of it. I'm like, that's probably the thing that I'm most proud of that I've written in the past year.
Really?
Because,
Really?
Yeah, I'm just
Not
so-
even your movie?
I was gonna say, not
No,
even the
fuck
movie.
no, fuck no, dude. Like just the coffee bet.
Check out One
alone,
Last
dude.
Time.
Oh my god.
Check out my movie One Last Time. That, like I said, in the script ended when I jumped off the hill into the playground. So I remember we were going to the arena or the
Stadium.
the stadium,
Arena, whatever. same
and
thing.
they were like, "Oh, what do we have to shoot next?" And I remember being something along the lines of like, "Oh, you'll see." And in my head, I was thinking, "Oh my God, Joe, you gotta think of what you're doing. You gotta think of what you're doing." I had no fucking idea, dude. So I'm very proud of that.
Yeah, that was Joe's POV for his intro.
Brian, how'd you feel about
editing
filming
this?
it and
Yeah.
editing it?
Oh, I thought it was a blast.
Besides the
Besides
the 1
Joe-
minute and 10-second coffee bit.
Besides Joe making me go back and fix things, I had a blast with
I
doing that.
insisted. I remember it was just us three, me, Noah, and Brian, in Noah's basement watching the edited cut where he cut out the coffee bit. And
Joe
I was so
stopped it.
fucking pissed. I refused to do anything else if I didn't get my bit in there.
He literally stopped. He's like, "We're not viewing anymore." Where's the? He went on like a 20-minute rant to Brian, like, "Brian, where's the rest
And
of it?"
Brian almost didn't put it in. Like, he almost refused.
Well, the thing is that like, cause we're all idiots and we didn't watch the rough cut beforehand, so I had just completely finished the video, and once you move past the rough cut part is when it gets like complicated to insert more into the picture lock. So it was a pain in the ass because I had to go back to the rough cut and insert that one part and then send it to Audition to do the audio stuff.
It was more than just inserting a piece
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
It's
because
like
I had
cut,
to go
like-
back and redo all of the audio stuff, and
I
it
remember
was just
you explaining that to me, and I remember like
You not
trying
listening.
to be as sympathetic as possible, but I really needed that bit in there. If the bit wasn't in there, I told them I wouldn't upload it,
And I was like, "Wow, you're really serious about this?"
dude, because like it's so anti-comedy, it's funny.
It's so funny.
Because it's so unfunny that it comes back around to being funny.
It was a good bit. Now that we're like here now, like
now it's all
like in
it's all good.
retrospect, I'm really fucking proud of it because, like, the point of YouTube or like videos in general is like you want to capture the audience as long as possible, so you constantly need to be like entertaining the audience. And this is a video where if anybody was gonna click off, that's where they would click off, which is fucking great.
But then like there's also the thing was just like, okay, how long is this gonna go? All right, should have ended by now. Why am I still watching this? Why am I still watching this? All right, come on, I'm gonna click off, and then it finally ends when they're like, all right, I'm just gonna click off this. Then it fucking ends, and then they get to the end, they get to the actual punchline. They're like, okay, yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
Because I just spent like
a minute.
watching this dude pour a cup of coffee, take a sip, and then dump the coffee out. I'm like, okay.
Like, why would Joe, the character, spend that much time to take one sip and pour it out?
You work in
And
weird
also,
ways.
the other thing that I forgot to explain in the video that I think I even forgot to mention to you guys is Joe is in such a hurry to get to the YouTube Olympics that he takes his time to stretch, put on Awkward Andy, put his shirt on, drink the Mountain Dew, hit the mini golf, you know, like
You
take his
don't
sweet
get
fucking
into it
time.
until
You're
you're
outside.
outside the apartment.
And my Mountain Dew is gone. That's
Yeah.
why I flick it out because it's not game time until the Mountain Dew is gone.
Obviously.
That was that whole thing was a punchline.
Also, you had a coffee-
Went right under the radar.
Didn't we have a shot of like it dropping and like slow mo,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it would be
We
like
never used
we
it.
tried to have it where like it would time where like it hit it, and we would just see you like in the background
Yeah,
running.
yeah.
That was the original shot idea.
Yeah, I
but
think
then
it
we
The original
yeah.
idea was it was supposed to be like, I honestly think it might have been just like a jump cut or like just a cut in general where
I think it
like he
was.
was there and he would like Acme run away, but like it would like disappear, the can still floating in the air and then falling to the ground, and then you whip pan over and he's running that
That
way.
would have
Yeah.
been a fucking great idea.
It would have been a great idea, but it would have been a
It
fucking
would've been
nightmare.
hell.
we would have just need like
Yeah.
fishing lines and like a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff we couldn't like.
But the level
Make
of
feasible.
production was significantly raised this year.
Oh yeah,
And,
extremely.
We hope
Because
hope
we
you enjoyed
actually
the, my
liked each
promo.
other.
Yeah, we actually liked each other. This is just a fucking foreign concept.
We're not
for us.
actually friends.
I know.
We're not.
We're just
It's like Jamie and Adam and MythBusters.
we're just
Yeah.
working together.
But Noah has a promo too.
I do.
So we hope that you watch the commentary for Noah's promo as well as the rest of the series because we will be releasing these periodically. So
And
I'm having heart pains again. Adam, I think that cocaine has really caught up to me.
No, it's all the fucking pixie sticks.
You know what? You're probably right.
So once again, if you haven't seen the first one, it's going to be whoever had the event on their channel is getting their commentary. So obviously, Joe's commentary is going. Joe's promo in the commentary is going on Joe's channel, and then Noah's commentary and promo are going on his channel. So go back and see which events were on whose channel, and that's where the commentary is going to be.
And if you haven't even watched the Olympic series, I highly recommend you watch it.
Oh yeah, watch them first.
Watch them first, then get some.
All right.
Then get some like behind the scenes, or watch this first, then be like, oh, that's what they've tried to do for that, or however you want to watch it. But
And if you don't want to watch it, that's cool too, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Respect you either way.
thank you.
So thanks for watching, everybody. We greatly appreciate it. My hosts,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
be love, spread compassion, stay dude. See you later.
Stay dude.
Cue the skateboard outro.
This is how it's gonna be.